Spectrum of Thought.
Welcome to episode 9, and that is number 9, in case anybody doesn't know Espanol out there. And that's Spanish. I'm going to stop because I don't know that much Spanish. So that's it. I'm EJ.
And I'm Fresk. Today we're going to talk about essential versus non-essential. But we got our first sponsor today, and
Yes,
is
we do.
Baboom Meetings. And I know online meetings are a huge thing now because everybody's working or a lot of people are working from home. And Baboom Meetings was nice enough to sponsor us today. So we're going to play that clip for you right now.
First sponsor. Enjoy.
Waking up. Feeling energized. Wanting the day. Needing the day. Confidently getting ready. Choosing that favorite jacket. Getting yourself together. Making an impression. Our online meeting platform is intuitive. Whether you need to discuss last night's meal or an important project that requires 500 people, Baboom Meetings is here. We're here to help you, help them, help us, help you. So help us help you, help them, help us, help you. Baboom.
That was quite the commercial.
Yeah.
I
Look familiar, dude. I think I recognize one of. I know.
I think I lost you for a second right there. What did you say?
I said I know that ass. I've seen that ass before.
Okay, yeah. And I
that's
know
not-
that those shoes, maybe no. Actually, I know those Sonic socks. That's what I know. But I guess they're gonna send us some promotional stuff tomorrow, so we're gonna test it out for you guys and let you guys know how that goes. Baboom.
Baboom.
So basically, yeah, as Fresk said, we're going to talk about essential and non-essential stuff, basically everything that's going on now, whatever. But what I want to know is, how are you getting your hair to stay so up there right now? Are you digging your hair today? 'Cause we were talking about this earlier.
You know what? Earlier it was like a lot more like styled. It's kind of fallen over a little bit, but I kind of like it, dude. I'm liking like the highness of it because I'm getting. One reason is because I'm getting wider, and
You're getting wider.
I'm trying to compensate by making this taller, and I'm just gonna have this huge head by the end of July. I'm sure.
Well, just don't turn into a blockhead, okay? It'll be very hard to find a hat that fits.
But no, I just take a shower and let it dry, and I stick some hair product in there and let it do what it does, and it comes out pretty good. Who does your hair?
You want to know who does my hair?
Yeah.
What's her name? I'm sorry.
Jessica Alba.
No, I totally wish, buddy. That would actually be cool. But it was you know what? I can't remember now. Despacita.
Aurora Espacito.
Aurora Espacita.
The fashionista. Okay, I get
She's
it.
a stylist. She's the hair stylist.
Wait,
Right now, she's hot. Hot. He's hot. She's
Okay,
hot.
yeah,
Whatever.
I don't know. Whatever.
None of us identify with anything anymore, apparently. You can't, because you'll get in trouble if you identify with something.
Yeah, but no, that was she gave a good, or he gave a good.
we don't know. It's cool, man.
Update on the fashion industry.
Exactly. Yeah.
Last
So,
week.
Do you want to know what I use in my hair, real quick?
Yeah. Kelly
Lotion.
looks.
Lotion. That's how it's doing this. So
Cool.
I got
used to-
ready.
I
I
used
put
to do
lotion
that.
in my hair just so it doesn't stay all sticky before I go to bed. So, and it stays soft. And that's my secret.
Cool. No,
Aurora Espacito.
I've used lotion in my hair also, and
That's her secreto.
it does help. Like, I mean, it works just like gel, and then it doesn't leave flakes or anything, so that's kind of nice.
I like it. Okay, so let's get this episode started. That was a lot on our hair, man.
Yeah, sorry guys.
You guys are still with us, and you better have enjoyed that commercial because that was our first sponsor. So,
Yeah.
so what do you want to talk about? Essential, non-essential? What do you want to talk about first? What's crazy to you?
Well, first off, I think we need to thank the people that are still working.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's got to be scary out there. I work from home, and I have the luxury of working from home, which I'm thankful for. But I see my mailman every day. My apartment's like my mailbox is literally right next to my door, so I can hear him coming, and I go outside and I say, hey, thank you. And I seriously go out there and I say, I appreciate everything you do for us. It's scary time out there. But definitely that's an essential business for sure, because you think of everything that's going on. We have the election coming on where people are voting through mail. Like, you don't have to show up in person.
I just want to, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I lose my momentum. I hope you didn't give him a hug. I mean, you could bake him a muffin or something, but don't be giving this mailman hugs, buddy, no matter how sweet he looks.
No,
don't be giving hugs, Dan.
No, I'm already, I think we've discussed this before. I'm not a hugger.
I know. I'm just teasing.
I've already had these distance issues before all this.
I had to get that out there.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But that's definitely an essential business, and it's a scary time for sure to have that job. And I appreciate postal workers. I appreciate the nurses and doctors. My ex was a nurse, and I appreciate that she's like still doing her job. And like, that's crazy, man. I mean, that's gotta be scary to be like having to interact with all these people with all these numbers going up, and
then coming home to your families or anybody like that too. And
yeah, for sure.
Even
like
pets.
Having accidentally spreading it. Yeah, for sure.
And we don't know how pets are reacting to any of this stuff either. So they're kind of like the forgotten ones. Poor pets. They have no choice, right? But not to speak about pets or anything. But yeah, no, it makes sense. Another essential one I would say is a friend of mine owns a logistics company, and it's called Zen Movers. I'm sure people have seen the trucks around town. They have some of the best hugs by far around town. It says it on the door, best hugs around town. So they will give you a hug. Well, actually, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? No more hugs. Shit, that's gonna have to come off the door. They used to have the best hugs in the business.
I don't know why you're looking. Could you look at me when you talk? I mean, we have these things set up, but it's cool if you want to look at the camera here.
Oh yeah, I'll look at you too, because you deserve a few looks every now and then. What's up, Daniel? So it's an essential business, and what's really cool about his business is he's been keeping all his employees super safe. He's supplied all the face masks, lots of alcohol, lots of disinfectant wipes. They clean the whole trucks after every job. They're just like set up and ready to go for everything every day. And it's cool that he's keeping them safe, and he's keeping them with income, which is very hard right now. So shout out to Zen Movers.
Zen Movers. So Zen Movers.
Move on.
Moving companies are an essential business.
They are definitely essential. Yes.
Good. That's good, because I know Ben, and I'm glad that's an essential business, man. Heck yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to get him on here tonight, but he was afraid that his lighting was too bright. He didn't want to look like Michael Jackson. So I was like, wait, which Michael Jackson are you going to look like? You got to explain yourself, buddy, because there was two Michael Jackson. There's actually like a spectrum of Michael Jackson. And I love Michael Jackson. Guys. Not talking shit. I love Michael Jackson. So
yeah, this is a Michael Jackson fan that's talking to us.
I'm a mega Michael Jackson fan. But yeah, we couldn't get him on here. So I mean, next time we'll figure out which Michael Jackson he wanted to be. Interesting.
Or didn't want to be.
Yeah, which is interesting. I was shopping the other day, like a week ago, and I still get really anxious when I go out. I don't know why. This is like all fucking weird. But a lady in front of me, there's two ladies, and she turned to the side and she sneezed. And she's just like, oh, I sneezed. And I'm like, well, yeah, I fucking heard you. Like, what do you mean you sneezed? You need to cover your mouth. Oh, it was just a sneeze. Like she was telling her friend, but she was saying it loud enough so I can hear it. And I was like, but like, it's crazy that like, it got me like super nervous, obviously. And then, not even that, even when people would do this shit before this, it was disgusting. So I was always like, gross, ew, cover your shit up. Go hide in the corner. Go sneeze over there. So anyways, that's what I got. Are you gonna continue? Or?
No, it's kind of funny. Now that you're mentioning sneezes, I think I might have shared this in another episode. I went to the store when this whole thing started. I went to Albertsons down here, and I went to the medicine aisle. I wasn't sick, but I was just walking past there. It's by the liquor area, just coincidentally.
Oh wow!
But this guy, like, open mouth sneezed. He didn't even bother covering. He's standing next to like the allergy medication, the cold and flu medication, and he just achia, 3 freaking times. And I'm looking at him. I look at him like, are you fucking kidding me right now, dude? You just gave everybody that's gonna come buy cold medication a cold.
Yeah, they're gonna get more sick now, thanks to you.
That's a true story, and it's terrible. It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, that's pretty rough, dude. And speaking on that, I feel bad for like people that have to work at grocery stores, because you can imagine all the traffic they see on a daily basis before this. But even now, like, people still need to get in and get stuff, and you just never know. And they're literally like put in front of like all this stuff all the time. You know what I mean? Like, they're put at risk all the time. A lot of them have face masks and stuff, and I think I lost Daniel. He probably can't hear me anymore. He just seems so disinterested right now.
No, I'm listening.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, and I am. So what? I've been doing it.
No, you haven't, but it's cool.
But it's cool, man.
All right, essential businesses. So what do you think? Our episode title is Essential versus Non-Essential. And it's kind of funny because my job is considered non-essential, so I'm working from home.
But isn't that essential because you're working still? I don't understand the total definition, because...
So the definition is essential needs to be there. As far as my work, I guess.
And they don't need protection, basically, right? Because a lot of these people don't. Some of them...
No, absolutely not. We
fucking sucks. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
They have protection. The county is supplying them face masks, disinfectants, everything. So they're essential and they're protected. So I'm non-essential, so I don't have to be at work. I don't have to actually be in my area, and I can do my job from my house. So I'm doing... Funny story about...
You cut out for a second, just to let you know.
Okay, so I do podcasts for my work.
Yeah.
Meet Santa Fe County. Look for it on Spotify, Apple.
And you cut out again.
Yeah, I'm doing a plug.
Yeah, you cut out again, but if in case you didn't pick any of that up, just look for a guy that looks like Larry King. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Exactly. Guys.
Little older. That's it. But you keep cutting out, but it's okay, man. Continue.
It's okay. You're cutting out too.
Oh, thanks. I feel better.
I'm doing these podcasts from home, which requires a lot of like audio-visual experience. So I'm able to work from home. Also, I do website things, so I can work from home. So I'm non-essential in the way that I don't have to be in the office.
Yeah.
So as far as the county goes, non-essential means you can still do your job, but you can do it in a different location.
Yeah.
And essential means you have to be there, such as the receptionists, the office administrators, custodial workers, which we are so thankful for, because they're risking their lives. They're literally risking their lives so they can keep everybody else safe. And we thank them for that.
And they should be compensated more for this. Like, I think there should be like a whole restructure of everything, because they're saying all the essential people. Well, then show all these essential people how essential they are by increasing their wages, making an actual living wage. I'm sorry, man, but this is the truth. It's hard enough getting by for all of us.
Well, there's a different topic too, because you can't just say, like, because you're essential, I can give you this much money, because it wasn't budgeted. Like,
yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Budgets also.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Budget, so they can't pay them more because that budget wasn't made.
Yeah, I feel like this is our first debate. I feel like him and I are going to go at it right now, and I'm going to end up in his background, and he's going to end up in my background, and then we're going to be like, well, where are you at? Along the lines we crossed ways somewhere.
No, we understand. I understand. Like, of course, they deserve more because they're working.
Well, just even minimum wage.
But that money is not like available. It's not available. Like,
because
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Take it away from somebody else that has this other lifestyle that they've already become accustomed to, where they have these bills and like, oh, sorry, I have to take that away from you so I can pay this guy, which would make sense theoretically, but like really, you're gonna screw this person up because they can't pay their bills.
Yeah, but I think it's just all a matter of just being able to survive. That's my point. Comfortably, is minus working 3 jobs and still being late. That's my point.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to argue with you, but I will argue with you because you have some nice glasses on. Just to say, I won't argue with you. It's cool. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, that's an interesting topic. It's got a little hot in here, buddy. But like, speaking on that, I remember I watch NBA basketball a lot, and I know I don't even know. You know what NBA basketball is?
MBA? Like,
yeah.
Master's
But you know
degree?
what it is. I'm just teasing you. I just don't think you watch it anymore, but I still watch it, and I just thought it was funny because I heard the NBA players say a few weeks ago, like, oh, we don't know what we're gonna do because we're surviving paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, are you kidding me? I think the minimum salary is like $850,000 for the NBA players, and then average salary is like 2.2 million. So I mean, you gotta really think about what you're really buying. You can't have your whole crew up in the club giving them hundreds and saying, don't worry about it, man, I'm an NBA player. And then all this happens, you're like, I don't know where my money went. I do.
Yeah.
So I'm just speaking on that.
It's that Maserati, that Bentley, and that Ferrari that you have out there. It's gone, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's try to sell them.
Yeah, and then like, speaking on that, even like actors saying that we're all in this together and stuff. And I'm not singling anybody out, but we're all like experiencing this differently, for sure. And you're seeing like a huge divide with like very rich people and the rest of us that don't have much. So yeah. I find that interesting, and they can't relate to us and we can't relate to them. So, but it's not their fault. I mean, they're doing the thing, so that's cool.
I think
but we can't relate
the same thing.
That's the hard part.
The same thing that I just said is like, when you get paid a little bit more, your lifestyle changes. So you have these bigger bills. So I can kind of understand. I know it's ridiculous that these NBA players are like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but maybe they are because of the lifestyle they chose, and it was a mistake. Yeah, especially now.
Yeah.
And like now it's like, oh, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and it's like, dude, you have a $1 million paycheck. Yeah. Just change your lifestyle and you'll be fine.
Yeah. No,
my lifestyle isn't like this luxurious thing, and I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but I'm able to adjust, luckily, but just change your lifestyle, man.
Well, I think that's going to be the beauty of all this. I think it's going to make people prioritize what is actually important. I can't even say important and not important. So they're going to be like, I could do without a lot of this stuff. Like, I'd rather have like the necessities or whatever to get me by, you know what I mean? Have a little bit of money to be able to pay for this, that, and just, I'm cool. Like, I don't need a lot of this stuff. So the economy is going to It's kind of freaky, man.
It is. And I think it's funny because like even now is things are starting in New Mexico anyway.
Should I look at you? Because you get mad when I don't look at you.
Things are starting to get
You're
a
not looking
little
at
bit
me.
better. Things are starting to get a little bit better, and like I hope people aren't like, oh, I can relax now and like just go in groups because it's just gonna start to spread again, and we're gonna have another wave of it.
Ooh, that was a wave on your end.
But
Your camera
it's interesting because I just went to the grocery store, and I have a good story about the grocery store, guys. That was like the greatest experience of the grocery store I've ever had.
No,
but anyway,
scary.
Anyway, I was like, I seriously have been like wiping my ass with like 2 to 3 sheets of tissue paper.
Okay.
Which is, I usually just go like, and I just get like 12 to 13 sheets.
No, this is like a really good story.
I'm not joking,
I'm
dude.
like super interested right now.
But anyway, I have like 6 rolls, and I was scared that I was going to run out. But now when I went, I was like 8 o'clock at night. Like there's not going to be anything, but it was completely stocked. It was a It was a good time. Like I was like, oh shit, hell yeah! It was a great time at the grocery store.
It was a good time, man. No, I hung out in the toilet.
But no, it was good to see. Like, oh, good, things might be getting back to normal. The grocery store itself, I ran into a friend of mine, and she's a bartender. Surprisingly, I have a lot of bartender friends.
Oh wow!
I mean, I do have some drinks every now and then.
He's a connoisseur.
And again, but you know, it was good to see her. And she said, "What do you do for lunch?" And I was like, "I go for a walk." And she's like, "Me too. Let's go for a walk. We'll keep our social distance." And I was like, "Well, hell yeah, that sounds like a great idea." Because these lonely walks and all these days just being here alone kind of suck, dude.
Yeah.
But anyway, just to continue on that story, when I was checking out, the cashier, I do podcasts for Santa Fe County, and the cashier was like,
"This is the second plug. I think he works for them guys."
Santa Fe County, I did a podcast, and I talked about this crazy lady in Albertsons, and she's like, "I saw your podcast with Santa Fe County, and oh my gosh, that was freaking hilarious. You talked about the crazy lady, and we all know who you were talking about." So I shared it with everybody, and I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. So she shared it. That's why that was a great experience at Albertsons.
That's cool, man. I'm glad she recognized Larry King at the grocery store.
Larry King, that's why I'm wearing. I think that's what started this, actually.
Oh well, my glasses are real, so I don't know what we're talking about right now.
Do this.
That's cool, man. Good for you.
Do this.
Huh? No, it's cool. I can't. I don't want to touch my face. You're sick. So, as you're saying, like things are starting to get back up. I don't think it's gonna be normal, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I don't. Personally, I'm gonna be freaked out. I like to work out at the gym a lot, and I'm gonna be freaked out even going to the gym. First of all, people are always sweating. What if they're coughing or sneezing? What if they don't wipe down stuff? Because this is how it always was. Period. And there's some sweaty motherfuckers out there, like very bad. They'll leave a trail, and you're like, dude, I saw you walk from here to there. You better clean all that up, buddy. And I'm not making Daniel laugh at all. He's just looking at me like I'm retarded.
No, but, you're not making me laugh because I agree with you.
Well, this is like freaky.
I didn't know you were joking because I agree with you.
Well, just that all in itself. So, I mean, how are you gonna go sit at a movie theater?
Well, I think
behind you sneeze right on your. What did you say? In your big hairdo. That's gonna catch a lot, buddy.
Good point. But I think for the opening, when we start opening, it's going to be just like it is now at grocery stores, where it's like 20% of capacity. So the gyms are going to be, if it can fit 100 people, they're going to limit it to 20 people. Which is going to be rough too, because how are the gyms going to even be like, all right, 20? Sorry.
Well, that's my point. What, do you have a time limit? I never have a time limit. I work out when I work out. Like I take as long as I take. Like you would have to tell people.
You have to start making appointments. Start making appointments for the gym. Like they're gonna have to implement that structure. It's like, hey, sorry, that time limit's already.
Yeah. No, it makes
already
sense.
Reserved by EJ.
And I've had to work out at home, dude, and trust me, it's a challenge. I've tried to be very innovative with a lot of my stuff, and I've been getting it done somehow. I told you, I have my school backpack, and I put 40 pounds of books in it.
Hold on. Is your school backpack Sonic the Hedgehog school backpack?
Yes.
Is it really?
No, that was my lunch bag, you punk. That was my lunch bag. I used to take to work. So shut up, Daniel.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
But yeah, and then I put like a 20-pound belt on, and that's how I do chest now. It's just I'm trying to do whatever I can, and whatever, right? Just trying to make it work. So it's gonna be interesting, man.
That's good. I wish I had that motivation. The best I can do is an hour-long walk for lunch.
An hour-long podcast with me.
Yeah, this is my workout for the day.
I'm sweaty right now, buddy.
It's a brain workout.
Yeah, this is all interesting, man. So that like freaks me out, honestly. So yeah, I don't know what normal is gonna be like after this, or if this is gonna be the new thing. And
I think, in my opinion, I think we're gonna start to reopen, but everybody's gonna wear masks. Nobody's gonna shake hands. We're still gonna have these limitations for a very long time, and eventually maybe we'll get back to like being able to hug somebody. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't really know what to say about that, man. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, it's I am surprised if a lot of restaurants are gonna survive after this too, man. I'm sure this is super challenging for them, having to adapt, and they're probably losing so much revenue, and they're just probably freaking out right now. Well, if I could, I would like buy food from every restaurant. If I was balling,
it'd be cool.
I would buy food because I love food. So
it'd be cool to do like a weekly, like us for this podcast, be like a shout out, but like maybe just go buy something from the restaurant and be like, I got this from Del Charo. This is the red chili cheeseburger that I was talking about last week, and I'll just munch it while we do our thing. Like,
yeah, that's cool. Have me do all the work and let my stomach growl while I'm watching you eat that delicious food.
What are you talking about?
So I bought some Cleopatras the other day. I don't know if you've ever ate Cleopatras before.
Yeah.
It's Greek food. They have lamb. Lamb is really good there. It's really tender.
Are there 2 spots here in Santa Fe?
There are 2. There's one downtown and one on the south side.
Okay.
So yeah, I decided to get some. I've been craving it, and yeah, I think it was like a Cairo chicken plate. Is it Cairo or Cairo? I've always heard people say 2 different things for that. Have you heard that too?
No.
I've heard. No. Okay. Well, then let's forget what I just said. Rewind that shit. Anyways, so I got a plate, and it was pretty delicious, man. Have you ate there before?
Yeah, once.
Just
and I
once?
had lamb. Yeah, just once.
They have a good spicy falafel ball sandwich. Shut up, Daniel. It's made out of garbanzo beans and like a bunch of like stuff mixed together. It's delicious, man. For vegetarians, or if you want something light. God damn, I'm like promoting. Let's talk about something else.
No, that's good, dude. Hell yeah, continue. That's a local.
We're gonna shout out Cleopatras today, okay?
Cleopatras, go try it out. I'll try it out.
Tag you guys, and we're gonna at you. I feel like I'm like threatening them. We're gonna at you right now.
Is that a thing?
But I've always enjoyed it, so you gotta try it again, Dan, for sure.
Cool. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. So what else do you got?
For essential and non-essential, I have police, dude.
Yeah, they've always been pretty essential. Yeah, right.
And that's got to be a hard job to have right now, especially because of the pandemic. That's a hard job, but to have to approach somebody in their window, and I'm sure I've seen memes of like people holding up, I have COVID-19, don't open a window. Back like when it first started, it was like, oh, that's hilarious, that's kind of funny. But now it's like, dude, that's not funny anymore. Like, you're trying to get out of something, or do you really have it?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Are you really risking this guy's life? Are you really doing this? And I don't know. I think that's kind of ridiculous. But police have a very difficult job right now, especially because like there's all these layers. If they arrest somebody and have to take them to jail, let's say it's domestic abuse, which is still on the rise. Guys, come on, get along. You have to live together. You have to live. But anyway,
it's not even that. It's just some dudes are just punk asses.
Yes, fucking stop, dude.
Oh, dude. But that's like, another subject I don't want to talk about. I'm gonna end up being a vigilante after this. So,
imagine a police officer arresting somebody with the virus, taking them to this facility.
Yeah.
They get put into these pods with 50 people.
Yeah.
And that person has COVID-19 and maybe he's not showing any signs and now it spreads. I'm going to do another plug real quick. So Santa Fe County is taking extra precautionary measures, like saying when somebody comes in, they do all the tests. They make sure that this person, if they have any symptoms, they isolate them immediately for 14 days to make sure that person doesn't spread. Depending on the arrest, why this person was arrested, but still, like, we're taking these measures to make sure that we don't infect the prisoners, which in one case can, like in certain situations, can infect staff members, because we have nurses, we have doctors, and we have the detention officers that are always in contact with these people. So it's important that we do these tests. Anyway, all these things are essential workers, actually, nurses, doctors, detention officers, and police officers.
Yeah. Well, I have an interesting story from a former police officer, Santa Fe police officer. I think they've always been at risk, period. Anyway, so he would get a call about a certain homeless person doing something, and this person was they were HIV positive. So he would show up to the scene sometimes, and this guy would be cutting himself. So the cops couldn't even touch him or arrest him or anything. They just had to let him do his own thing. They were freaked out because they're like, I can't get this in my mouth, my eyes. I don't want to touch him. Like, this is risking my life. This is risking my family's life. Like, this is something like far too. So this has always been like a thing, is my point. But we can move on to something else as I depressed everybody and freaked everybody out. I freaked myself out.
It's a scary time, dude. It's a scary time.
Do you think prices are going to go up after all this for everything?
No.
Restaurants to survive?
I'm not like a financial wizard, but I think...
Wait, that's not a plaque of 1998 Financial Wizard of the Year back there?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So honestly, I think things are going to start off low because, I mean, think of how many people have lost jobs and can't afford anything. Think of the restaurants that have to like start from scratch. Think of stores that have to start from scratch. Like, things have to start low. If they start high, nobody can afford it. This is all my opinion and what I think, but maybe it's going to be like, hey, this toilet paper is going to be $50 a package now, and a burrito grande is going to be, I'm talking about Tomacitas, not Taco Bell.
This guy and his burritos.
I love burritos.
Always plugging burritos.
A burrito grande from Tomacitas, maybe that's going to be mine next week. I hope they're open. You know what I really want is a swirl. I wish they did like to-go swirls. Anyway.
Yeah, they might as well just give you a cup of crack while they're at it. Here you go, man. Enjoy it.
Too far.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna drink this on my way home. Who is not gonna like drink in a little sippy cup? Just a sip. Ooh, that's hitting good, man. I need to go back and get another one. That's what I need to do. So don't tell me that.
You can buy it by the gallon, and that's how you can't drink it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting.
No, but I think things are gonna start off lower, on the lower end.
I don't think we're gonna have enough testing to get to normal anytime soon. It seems like things are gonna take years and years before all this is gonna be like a thing. So, I mean, you haven't got tested, have you?
No.
Neither have I. I don't know anybody that has.
Have you
And I
felt
don't know
sick?
that many people? But
Have you felt sick?
I'm sick sometimes and I got to do my schoolwork.
No, but really, have you had the symptoms?
No, I'm usually pretty cool, man. So no, but you never know though. That's my point.
Yeah, you can be infected and you don't know.
So that's just my point. Like, we're never gonna know if we don't test everybody, and we're never gonna be able to test everybody.
Well, if you wanted to get tested, you can go to Buffalo Thunder, and they're doing community testing. And you can.
But how
wait
many
on
tests
it.
a day are they doing?
They
And what are
didn't
the-
say
what's
that
the
there-
criteria?
They didn't say that there was a limit. They just said we're doing community testing. Come visit us.
Huh. That's interesting. So gas stations obviously are pretty essential too for people that need to travel if they have to, you know what I mean? Emergency, whatever.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. And then gas prices are at an all-time low right now.
Yeah. Now that you
Like-
can't go anywhere.
Where are you going to go? The grocery store's not that cool. There's not
I
that
don't
many
know.
people in there.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like I just want to go for a ride and I just go drive around because you're stuck at home and.
There you go.
But no, and then the groceries. I think gas stations. I said groceries just now, but gas stations are like one of the most highly transmittable. Like once you touch that gas pump, like you have to wash your hands or don't touch your face.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the high risk areas.
Yeah, don't be eating like a nutty buddy that's melting and then you start licking your fingers after you touch that gas pump. That is a bad idea. Okay? I don't care how good this nutty buddy is. No. Daniel, say no. Or that swirl, say no, Daniel. Say no, buddy. But it's on my feet. No, don't do it, Daniel.
I'm gonna waste it. It's gonna go to waste.
Do it. But yeah, this is all pretty interesting though, man. Ordering groceries from home, I've never done that before. It's kind of interesting. Makes me feel like I'm in a big fancy city, like an actual big city.
The first time I ordered groceries from home was when I lived in Virginia in 2006.
Wow, you guys, was that the future?
That was like when they first started, dude. I lived with my sister and brother-in-law. And,
All it took was a pandemic here to start this shit. So
we're talking
good job.
14
Good job,
years
Sam.
later. 14 years later. But 2006, I would get online and I'd be like, all right, I want Frosted Flakes, I want milk, I want this, and you could even order alcohol. And I got a six pack of Red Stripe.
Okay.
And
Wow, pretty cool.
they delivered it. They checked my ID, and it was only a block away, but I didn't have a car at the time.
Huh.
But that was 14 years ago, guys. 14 years ago.
Yeah, it just goes to show you how slow we reacted to everything.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. Whatever. This is an older town. It's not the same anymore, so it's always changing, just like everything else. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Well, for essential versus non-essential, I have one more. Delivery people, and I'm talking about not just like the mail guy, but UPS, FedEx, all the other people that deliver packages, but also people that deliver food, Grubhub, delivery
Instacart.
people, Instacart, everything, like even just the companies themselves, Domino's, who else? I'm sure a lot of other companies do it, but like those people are putting themselves at risk, and they're absolutely essential. And I definitely going to like compensation wise, when I do order from Domino's, I leave like an amazing tip for them, because, and then when they come in, I'm like, thank you. I know like this has to be scary for you. Thank you.
No, it's good. Yeah, people are doing what they have to do, man. So this is definitely interesting. Surprisingly, I have not much else to add on this subject. This is just all a lot. Obviously, there's a lot of touchy things going on too. With all the meat distributors, I'm sure you've heard about this a lot. All of them, they didn't give all their employees testing. They were giving them bonuses Is there like incentives to work so many more days and they didn't have any protection? I mean, this is like a huge issue, dude. And it's fucking bullshit for sure. Like, it does not make any sense, dude. So there's just, I don't know. This is all crazy for sure.
That's scary.
It's as crazy as our glassless glasses. I'm not doing that. My glasses are real. Your glassless glasses. So how do you like my background, by the way?
It's awesome, man. It makes me want to go to a bar.
Yeah, I'm at a bar right now by myself. It's only person per hour.
Is that La Posada?
We can't be plugging everywhere, Daniel, okay?
Why not?
Yeah, we'll plug it. I don't know. I've never been there.
La Posada is pretty local, if you ask me.
Okay. Cool, man.
Okay, so we're going to stop here because I thought we have a segment called Forgot to Mention.
Throw some stuff out there. Okay, so one of the things I forgot to mention straight off the bat that I could remember was when we did the 101 questions, and it was the question asked, how would I describe you to a friend? And I forgot to say that you're like a really good photographer, like super skilled. And I've always like, I've always like admired you for that, because like I always think you take like really good pictures. And I've always like tried to take cool pictures too, but mine don't seem to always come out good. But I've just always thought you had like some really, like you have a really good eye for photography. So that's how I would describe you. And the rest, what I said before, none of that. Just I would just say that, and they're just like, oh my gosh, when can I meet him?
Wow, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so that was one of my forgot to mentions, just to let you know.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Forgot to mention. I forgot to mention that Nirvana was a great band in the music portion of one of the episodes we did. I'm not sure what.
Hey, what was their song? Teen Spirit? Sing a little bit of that.
Yep.
How does it go though? I can't remember right now.
Shit, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Dun, dun, I don't know.
Okay, so damn, I thought this was gonna be cooler than.
Thanks, hey, thanks for putting me on the spot there. Jesus, I'm like, yeah, Nirvana. They were my favorite band. Could you sing Teen Spirit? No, I can't. What's Teen Spirit?
Well, this is such a good. That's the only song I ever really liked of theirs, personally.
Dude, they have a lot of good songs.
Okay, you said you didn't like Nas. I didn't crucify you. You told me Nas is okay. It's just I'm not really a big fan.
Shit, dude, I have a Nas tattoo.
Oh my gosh. So can I add one to that real quick before I forget? Yeah. Sublime. You didn't mention Sublime.
Oh, Sublime early in the morning, rising to the streets, light me up a cigarette, my strap shoes on my feet.
Oh,
hell yeah!
Remember
That's a good one. High five to that one. Pow.
Hey. Punch you in that. I'll punch you for that one. No, just my screen. Hey, don't get mad at me, man.
I'm not mad at you. That's a good dude. Sublime, fuck yeah. Oh man, Bob Marley. Did we not say Bob Marley?
Yeah, you said Bob Marley.
Okay, good. Because hell yeah, that's like when I'm feeling down.
I
throw on Bob Marley.
On doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true.
Singing,
this is
my message for you.
Hey, singing, don't worry. I'm sorry, guys. I like to sing, and I'm not talented at all. This guy's like really good. I try to impress him.
Let's see here. Let me flip over my list.
Am I gonna have to like sing or what?
You know what? That's a good idea. Let me grab my guitar.
Oh my gosh, here he goes.
Just kidding. Not gonna do it.
Well, you could.
All right, so I don't know if we've had an episode on. Have we had an episode on TV shows? Because did we mention Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, real quick. I just said In Living Color was better than Saturday Night Live. I can't even talk.
I guess it might depend on who the actors were at the time, because Saturday Night Live like lost me when they got when Will Ferrell left, when Jimmy Fallon left, when
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey. Oh,
he was a writer.
Hell yeah! When Tina Fey left, like when all that went away, I was like, it's not as funny anymore. And I appreciate it because we're both kind of in that we have that hobby of doing, obviously, given Baboom.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's our sponsor.
Yeah, because we like the way they did that. But anyway, we have that interest, and I think that was a huge thing in Saturday Night Live.
Oh, it makes sense, man. It's good, dude. I think there's just so much that we forgot about. And we had some comments on it too. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. So they ask him about that to this day, and he's so embarrassed he gets angry. Every time people ask him, it's like, dude, you're fucking Marky Mark. You cannot deny who you were. We're like, bring your Funky Bunch over here and finish his interview. Like he gets pissed, dude. Like, he doesn't like it. It's like, this is part of your history, buddy. I'm sorry, dude. Like, tough luck, sucker.
And it was successful. I mean, why be embarrassed about it?
I don't know. He's just Mr. Cool, I guess.
Joe Cool.
So an actor that I think is annoying, I'm going to tell you right now, The Rock. I think he's, what? Dwayne Johnson? Oh, yeah. I think he's interchangeable throughout all his movies. You could literally take a character and throw him in another movie. It's like the same thing. Same dialogue, same tough guy.
Oh, you're saying he doesn't change. He's the same person.
It's the same character every time, dude. And we know he's like enormously buff and it takes a lot of dedication. That's really cool. But I want to see him play like a vulnerable dude or a guy that gets like beat up. You know what I mean? Or like get some range. I know it's probably hard. Acting's probably difficult, but that's because you said Kevin Hart last time, and I was like, that guy right there.
You were afraid. What's kind of funny is like you're like afraid for me to say Kevin Hart annoyed me a little bit, but I was like, dude, he has some good qualities.
I don't know. I think he's just okay funny. I don't think he's hilarious. I really don't. So my guy was Dave Chappelle, dude. Dave Chappelle is like here, dude. Dave Chappelle, Martin, his stand-up stuff was.
Have you ever seen comedians in cars getting coffee?
Jerry Seinfeld, yeah.
He did a episode with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
I think I saw that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Dave Chappelle's like completely like an introvert. And he's like, I feel different when I'm on stage, and I can completely relate because I'm an introvert and I have to like do podcasts now, but I'm an introvert and I used to be a DJ where I have to get on the mic and be like, all right, everybody, let's get down, whatever. And I have to speak on the mic to these people. But like listening to like Dave Chappelle, who's like this like successful, and hearing that he's an introvert is like, what the heck? Are you serious? And you can see it when he's talking to Jerry Seinfeld in this episode, and you're just like, holy crap, dude, he's completely an introvert because he's so quiet. But when he has a microphone or has like this scenario where he has to do something, it's just like this whole other person comes out, and that's fucking so cool to me, dude. That I respect his comedy already, but like to hear that, I was like, dude, it just brought it up like 1,000 levels, and it just brings so much more respect from me.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Jimmy Fallon was on that too, and he's an introvert also. It's pretty awkward. And I like that about him too. I was like, that's cool, man. He seemed kind of down to earth and relatable. And I think that's what you're talking about too, because we can't relate to a lot of these people. Like a lot of them are born, they have all the networking. They're born into it already.
Yeah.
Family's famous, whatever. They have all this networking. They just get pushed into it. So yeah. So it's always refreshing to see people like that are relatable and pretty humble and stuff like that. And I'm an introvert too. This is hard for me to do this podcast. I'm super nervous right now. Just kidding, Daniel. Gosh.
Yeah, I know you're not a fucking introvert. What are you talking about?
Could be if I want.
If I could be what I could want, I could if I could want to.
Yeah, that's. Can you remember anything else you wanted to mention?
I can't, but I think we should have that segment in like future episodes to like. I forgot to mention episode
We can
6.
actually always have that. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
And actually, we're
Just do
talking
that.
about it now, which is interesting.
Which is cool. Whatever.
But yeah, this was a good episode.
It was an intense episode at points, I think.
It's all touchy. And, yeah, it's cool that I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's all good, man. We're still here, so I hope everybody stays safe. That's it.
Stay safe. Stay home. We love you guys.
Yeah, share, like, do all the
Share,
fun
like,
stuff.
comment, follow us on Spotify, TuneIn. I don't think we're on iHeartRadio yet, but I don't know. We'll see.
And comment on his hair, please.
Yeah, because it's
Pretty cool.
pretty awesome.
And it's feeling kind of flat right now, but it's cool. I'm gonna have to
Alright.
step up my game next time.
My name is Carson C. Carson. Good night.
Wow. Okay.
Just kidding.
Donatello Berry
Too much.
Butt. I don't even.
Berry butt.
See ya. Later. Thank you for the episode. Bye.